YouTube, how are you guys doing today? Yes, same shirt as my previous video. I'm recording these on the same day. It's just this was not going to be uploaded until Saturday. And the reason I pre-recorded was hubby and I are going to the camper this weekend. Yes, we use our camper all year round. It kind of sucks because, you can't do the running water thing over the winter months. Too cold. You obviously don't want to freeze your pipes and such. But we still do the camping thing. We love getting away from the city. So anyways, as you can see, I'm wearing the hat I was working on last Saturday, the Loom hat, because this is my Loom Saturday. When I recorded the video last weekend, I actually didn't add any more rounds. I took it off the loom at that point when I finished recording and uploaded it. And it fits my head actually really well. Now, this one is my orange loom. I should give you all the sizes of my looms. My small green one, which I would use probably for a preemie baby or like for a doll, it is 24 pegs. My blue one is a 30 peg, which would be more of a baby size. My orange one, which this hat was made with the orange, is a 36 peg. And then my pink one is a 40 peg. I don't know if those are kind of common sizes or not for the looms. But I'm like, okay, let's try a different style hat, because I've kind of got down this style because I've done 2 of them now. And I thought, okay, let's go to the pink, the larger size. Because I actually decided I was going to use 2 brunette premium yarns. I had to look at the tag. I'm sorry about that. Brunette Premium held together, 2 of them, to give it kind of like a marble look. I'm not 100% sure how that's said. And it's supposed to, because you figure each one's a 4 weight, so 2 together would be an 8. And I know a lot of videos I watch, they say to use a 5 weight or a 6 weight, so chunky or super bulky or whatever. And I'm sitting there thinking, I don't have much of that yarn. I probably have some. I've just actually haven't looked in my bottom bin at this point to see if I do. So I thought, okay, well, holding 2 of the worsted 4 weight yarn together should equal up to about a bulky. So I started with the pink one. And the pattern I'm following actually has a brim for a rib stitch. So you're doing like a knit stitch and a purl stitch one after each other. And I got about 3 rounds on the pink one made. And I'm kind of looking at it thinking that pink, even though it's only, like I said, 4 pegs more, it seemed like it was going to be way too big. And like I said, the 136 peg fits my head really nice. And I've got a big head. Like if I take my husband's baseball cap or my son's baseball cap and try to put it on my head, it's way too tight. So I know I got a big head. And like I said, the orange one fits perfectly for me. So the pink one, although 4 stitches shouldn't be that much difference. And then I thought, you know what? I don't want to make an adult size. I'm going to go down to the blue one and make a blue one. So a baby size one for this new pattern I'm trying. So I took the work that I already started off the pink one, which I think I was on round 4 or 5. Actually, I think I would have been on round 5. And I took it off. And then I put it on my head, and it went right over my head. So I'm thinking for the pink one, if I want to make a cowl, the pink one would work great for it, for me. The orange one, definitely good for, a hat for me. The blue one, like I said, an infant to a toddler. I don't know which size I would use, like, say, for an 8-year-old or a 9-year-old or, like, a 10-year-old. I'd have to definitely make a few different sizes. And then get a hold of a size chart to see what the width and height should be for which age. And then I should make notation, or at least print out a chart and then have it. And then I know, okay, I'm going to make a hat for this size. This is what I need. So anyways, obviously the green one, I don't see, although with the green one, I've seen videos where it says I can make like slippers / house socks type idea on the green one. So that may be a video I may look into at a later date if I stick with working on the loom pretty regularly. Even the actual pattern here in the back of the box shows a pair of like sock slippers type idea. So I imagine there's a pattern in the book for it. So it'll be interesting to see what comes of that. I've got the new hat started. Now I prefer having a different colored peg than going by this little, the nub here. I don't know, the peg is easier virtually to see it. And I've only done like a few rounds, so you can't see much. But it is a rib stitch I'm doing. So there's a knit stitch is the start of it, and then a purl, so it ends on a purl. And we'll see how it turns out. I'm doing it in my light gray, and then this green color I have that was in my stash is the color the hat's going to be. So it's going to be more, I feel, geared to a young little boy, but it's going to be cute. And that's all I've really done on it so far. I don't think it's going to take much to make it. Like, I think, honestly, next Saturday, which I believe I'll probably be home next weekend, I will actually have a finished hat for you, and who knows what I'll start next week. Still a little hard on the finger. I know when I was doing it on the pink one, once I got the initial first row of the rib made, and I started the second row, it was a little easier for me to maneuver the stitches, especially on the purl stitches. But I'm finding so far with this one, my stitches are a little more tight on this. I don't know if it's just the way I'm holding it, but obviously the tension is something I've got to learn how to do and get better at it. But we'll have to wait and see. What else I can really say about it? Definitely liking the loom, even though I was kind of iffy about it last week. But I think I'm going to stick with it for a while. I know there's a lot of things you can make on the loom, like obviously your hats, cowls, socks. If you do, like, say for example, you eliminate your color peg, so your peg one, and you do all your other pegs and you go back and forth, you can do like panels or squares and make, blankets out of it and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of items I can find and what types of stitches, because I'm definitely interested to learn other stitches. So I know how to do where you take the yarn and you wrap it all the way around the peg. So you do a full wrap. This one here, for the knit one, you just leave your yarn in the front. And then the purl one, you leave it in the front, but it's got to go underneath this loop. And then it's kind of a little tricky to explain. So I can do a full wrap. I can do the in front, and I can do where it's a purl. And I know there's other stitches, so it'll be interesting to see some other stitches I might be able to learn and to make it look kind of fancy. I'm definitely thinking, because hubby usually takes me shopping for yarn, but I know this year we were talking about maybe getting a full set of circular needles. So I have like all sizes for knitting, or a good amount of sizes for knitting needles, and I was thinking doing them in the circulars because I prefer them better when I'm sitting at my table at my camper, and they're not, when you're knitting and they're not like the ends aren't on a straight clinking on the table all the time. Oh, that drives me nuts. So I don't know if I'm just going to get that, and only that because I know the ones I was looking at were a little on the higher size. But he may want to get me a couple things of yarn too to go with it. With my husband, I never know. He never knows even, to be honest with you. So I'm thinking maybe picking up, go through my bin here first to see what kind of bulky size 5 or size 6 yarn I have. And then maybe pick up a couple just to see. Now, it would be interesting to find out if I can do dishcloths on, like, say, the green peg one, if I go back and forth. So my small one, which again was 24 pegs. It'd be interesting to go back and forth on it and see if I could do like a dishcloth or something, or go back and forth, and it wouldn't be a double thickness, but like a thinner scarf. Like, I know there's a long thin ones that you use for a scarf, and you kind of do like a zigzag pattern, which makes it double thick. And then there's also the ones, like I said last week, they're kind of shaped like an S, and they're for actual making, like throw blankets and stuff like that. But I'm thinking if you want a little thinner scarf, especially if you're using a little heavier weight yarn, I think going back and forth on the green peg one And like you have your one peg marked different color as your non-working peg, and then you were to go from all the way around and then go all the way back kind of thing. But on the green one, I think you can make a scarf even. You could also make panels and make them probably into like a cardigan or somehow. So there's a lot of options I think that are out there. I just have to go looking for them. Because I don't want to just keep making hats. That much I do know. Because like I said the other week, you can only wear so many hats. And it's like, I think if I was doing a hat every week, that's like 52 hats roughly a year, depending on how the difficulty is on the hats I make. That I don't know if I'd want to make that many. So, anyways, guys, um, I got my tablet with me, and it's gonna go in my overnight bag. So, when I pack up everything to go up with us to the camper this weekend, the other hat I'm working on that I'm going to be donating up to our cancer hospital when it's finished, I'll actually have the pattern with me and actually be able to work on that this weekend. So Sunday, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have a video for you guys Sunday. When we get home from the camp, I'll do up a video for you. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed again, they're off the knitting needles. I think that hat's only got 9 more rows to go, and I am decreasing it. So they're not taking nearly as long to make. And then I got to determine how I'm going to finish it. So, yes, if you're knitters or crocheters or good troubleshooters, keep an eye out for that video and maybe give me a few ideas because I could definitely use them. I have kind of an idea what I was thinking I'm going to do and maybe hopefully save my insanity of not having to tie in all those ends. But I don't know if it's going to look okay or not. So definitely keep an eye out for that video if you wouldn't mind. If you would give this one a thumbs up or a thumbs down, I appreciate it. Leave me a comment. They're always appreciated. I know, stick with it. You know, I'm learning, which is the whole point of me doing this. And after a while, I know, like they say, with like memory, muscle memory kind of thing. But also, once I learn better how to hold the loom and hold the little tool, even though mine, like I said, it's got like a more of a blunt end to it than a sharp end, and my pegs don't have very big slits in them. You know, it's a good practice kit, and I think I'm going to stick with it for a while. It's all right. I know last weekend's video when I was working on this hat, I was doubting everything, but you know what? Once I start learning other stitches and learn technique, like as to how to hold it and how to sit while I'm working on it and, you know, how to work my tension, I got to definitely get looser. I think if I got a little bit looser, I think that would help a lot. And, you know, hopefully I'll stick with it more and come up with a bunch more things to make. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. I will see you Sunday. Bye for now.